Sweet. All right.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So we're answering questions BB2 question number two, and then we're reading right now the multitasking on your smartphone.
Okay.
I'll just quickly read through it. You want it by yourselves, right? Yeah.
Yes.
You finished?
Oh, just a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right. Sweet. um. So the first question asks or says, judging only from the title of Lara's article, what kind of research method do you suspect was used by the scientists? Discuss your reasons for making this conclusion. So Based off the article name, multitasking on your smartphone, laptop, other devices decreases gray matter density in your brain. Um, I could suspect that the type of research method used was. Let me look back at the textbook.
So, judging only from the titles of the liar's article, what kind of research, like multitasking on smartphone, laptop, decrease great matter density in your brains? Like it's just
Hmm. It's probably on the it's in the articles.
where can it be? Just
It's
I
literally the 2.2 or 2.3. Let me see. Analyzing findings, probably.
what?
Correlational research. Correlation means that there is a relationship between two or more variables, such as ice cream consumption and crime. Relationship does not necessarily imply cause and effect.
Hold on. Where are you taking that?
Huh? The 2.3 on the textbook.
Uh huh.
Just I'm reading like the analyzing the findings. Like there's correlational research, and I just read like a little bit of it.
Okay.
And then there's illusory correlations, temptation to make original cause and effect statements based on correlation.
Did you send over the link that you said?
Oh, I think hold on. Let me double. Let me send it again. Might have not. There you go. I shot it over just right now.
Oh, I got it.
Design an experiment. Judging only from the title, what kind of research method do you suspect was used by the scientists? Well, the research method just off the title, I'm just gonna say is like just for lack of words and just like a broad type of way of explaining it. I think like the research used was just based off the title. I mean, that's hard to like say now that I know how the research was done, but wait, hold on.
I
It's
mean,
only
they're asking about the type of research here.
yeah, the research method. I'm blanking right now from the textbook stuff.
I mean, what we have like options right here is just a second to see.
The research method. mm,
It's we can say it's more like a naturalistic observation because it says it's the best ways to gain the information is to simply observe the behavior in its natural context. Like, but it doesn't fit because here it says from the title, not knowing the whole content. The
yeah,
title doesn't fit really. But after you reading the old article, I could say just naturalistic observation because it was they observed 75 people according their behavior, right?
yeah.
So just from the title, I couldn't say it doesn't fit this.
From the side, from I mean, from the title, it just seems like I'm saying in like a broad like way of saying it. Their research method was probably with w- just off the title. I mean, I want to say like they had like they did like a group study on people, right? Is my research method, but I don't know how to categorize that.
Now, I mean, here it says just only from the title of Lara's article,
Yeah.
multitasking on your smartphone because it tends to just exact research, that's just exact finding, it seems to be from the title.
Exactly. Yeah, because it's like saying it does. This
But, but, what I can say, just like, yeah. Hmm.
um
Just,
okay, I think their research method, because I just searched up research method right here just to get like the word for it, but I think they used a quantitative method because it
okay.
focuses on objective measurements and numerical analysis to test theories or identify patterns. Common methods include surveys, experiments, and longitudinal studies. And when I thought of or when I saw the title, multitasking on your smartphone, laptop, or other devices decreases gray matter density in your brain. I kind of thought of like longevity in their studies, if that makes sense. Like I was like they had to follow them for like quite a long time in order to figure this out, you know?
No, I mean, if the just if it is, it could be the other one because as you're telling, it's kind of researched on the some period of time. It's different research otherwise because it says where was that? Yeah, long. What was it? Longitudinal and cross-sectional research. Sometimes we want to see how people change over time. You see, so it's a
Mm-hmm.
like on the human development or on the lifespan. So I could be that fits in, but I don't know.
Where is this on 2.3?
Yeah, 2.2.
2.2? On where was it? So I could read.
Just one more at the end.
Oh, found it, found it. Longitudinal research is a research design in which data gathering is administered repeatedly over an extended period of time. A group of individuals about their dietary habits of age 20. Oh yeah. Sometimes you want to see how people change over time, as in studies of human development within lifespan. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Awesome. So, judging from the title of Laird's article, what kind of research method do you suspect was used by the scientists? We suspect that there was some wait, long longitudinal research going on because they're trying to see how people changed over time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's textbook answer right there, legitimately.
Now, I mean,
That does make sense, but then that bleeds in. It's hard to answer that question because we already read the everything inside. And I it's because like I kind of expected the research that was gonna happen inside the article just based off of it. So it's like hard to like not say what I already knew was gonna happen. If that makes sense. I might just be talking.
but
Do you understand what I'm
you know,
saying?
because I didn't tell it does fit because the longitude it's all over the long period of time, but the title doesn't clearly states we learned it's on the overtime, that's why it
Yeah.
just doesn't fit. But we
Well,
can say like last time like observational, more
mhm.
like you see
Well,
the in the 2.3 there's a correlational research.
yeah, but well, doesn't that fall under the cross-sectional research? Compresses multiple segments of the population at the same time. Oh,
Yeah,
I
because they researched 75 people, different
yeah,
adults.
yeah. And wait, did they specify that it was of the same age? Like these adults of the same age? Or they're because if they're different ages, then it falls into the category of cross-sectional research, I
Where
think. Would it not?
where is that like
In longitudinal, like where we're looking at the longitudinal stuff, longitudinal and cross-sectional research. It says that cross-sectional research, a research compares multiple segments of the population at the same time, using like dietary habits examples above.
you just say 75 adults. That's it. Just
Oh, for the yeah,
for MRI, yeah, they just used 75 adults. But
and specify the age. Oh, well, then I think. Oh, well, that's we're getting deep into the article.
but they made the observation like using the MRI anyway, right? Just to
Yeah,
and they saw the comparison between 75 MRIs, correct?
yeah, they did.
Yeah.
No, you're right, but I'm just saying for the first question, based off of just the title, we can only like assume that it was like literally we can assume off the title that it was a longitudinal research that they probably followed on for a while. Just off the title is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first question, but the second question for sure, I think it'd fall under cross sectional research, slightly.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly think that's it. What do you think?
I showed the correlational. Maybe
Or
your answer could be true, but we can take it. That's no problem.
I mean, because it's like we're only judging the first question. We're only judging based
Okay.
off of the title, so it's not like
Yeah,
it's not like it's
yeah.
true.
The title kind of little, more
Yeah,
like
because it's
that's
like the title's like it's like they're saying that it's multitasking is in fact increasing gray matter in the brain.
mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, in order for them to prove, like, say this, that it is in fact doing that, they must have had they must have researched it for a while, is what I'm thinking off the title, you know? That's just
Yeah.
where I'm so
Okay. Just
I
hit the reply, okay? Just and write down on the way the answers as well.
for sure, yeah, I got it.
And the
Um,
second to be after reading the article, what type of research was study was actually most likely conducted by Loh and Kenney?
2014. Discuss your reasonings for make that conclusion. All right. So then I think we answered that. I think or we might different. I think I'm leaning towards that cross-sectional research. Let me kind of just read over a little bit more.
Where is that cross sectional in 2.2 or 2.3?
It's in 2.2 where you found the longitudinal.
Cross sectional, where is that?
Literally like the first paragraph from the bottom, like the last paragraph I meant. 2.2. Longitudinal and cross-sectional research is bold text. The
No, no,
cross-sectional
no. Why it doesn't fit? Because they didn't do it in overtime. The time didn't state it, so it doesn't fit to this. They just compared 75 adults on the
That's what I'm
same time.
saying.
Yeah, it doesn't fit to this.
Well, let me see. Multiple segments.
You see, the longitudinal like research states the comparison of the one person in the different times. You see,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Conducting is administered repeatedly over an extended period of time, while cross-sectional research compares multiple segments of the population at the same time.
but we
So,
have one segment like adults, just adult segment compared their behavior, right? Not on the
yeah.
not on the relied on the time.
But they didn't specify the age of the adults, so it could be like ranging from 20 to 50. Those are, or I guess 50 is senior citizen, but like you know what I mean? I mean, I guess you're right in that sense, but I'm just connecting it closer to cross-sectional research.
Yeah, but anyway, we don't have the age, so
That's why.
we should look at options as well. However, might change behavior next week.
Because in this cross-sectional research, they're testing a group of people of miscellaneous ages at the same time. Change.
But the it could fit like more naturalistic observation. You see, the read that if you want to understand how behavior occurs, one of the best to get information is simply observe the behavior in its natural context, right? So
Uh-huh.
open the article. It says the multitasker doing million things in using a number of technologies at the same time, talking to well the the tasks that the multitasking, the tasks they are counting out, it's our daily habitual tasks, you know? It's just more like a natural.
Okay.
It just
Natural observation.
yeah, like because they left themselves, you know. It's the playing and the social media. Here it says as well the social media became our life. So multitasking on the social vibe at the same time is just more sounds more naturalistic, right? So it's just the researchers pick it out the this natural habitats and
Mm-hmm.
just absorbed it, right? They
Mm-hmm.
didn't give the new task to 75 people and absorb that new task how it goes on the brain. Just brought up the natural things like we do and use the same time. Just see the comparison, like example,
True.
like talking on the phone while driving, listening to music, and just scrolling on the phone. Just we do all the time, over the time,
Mhm.
always. You know, you
I know
just
what you mean. I know
yeah.
what you mean. It's like, yeah, yeah. The scientists are since it's such a common occurrence. Us multitasking has been so common now that you believe it's a natural. I think I follow that naturalist observation. That makes more sense. I like that.
And are you keep writing the reasons as well? Just two, three sentences.
I'm just gonna review. I'm just gonna go through the video and I'm gonna write them.
Okay, okay, sure.
If that, all right.
Just uh.
Unless
Yeah,
you want
it's
me to.
yeah, it's one more like in a naturalistic observation, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So next one. So to see. What are the strengths and the limitations of this research method used by Lohan Kanai?
Um, okay.
Okay,
So,
just says one paragraph, the paragraph one, right? Don't
yeah.
confuse the research method with the brain imaging tool. Okay.
Don't confuse it.
So we're gonna see the research. Okay. First paragraph. You might be talking.
Mm, so 75 adults, quite a large group. The brain of multitaskers and functional magnetic rise, brain scans. Okay, I want to say that a strength of their research method is that they probably got, since they had a large group that
Okay.
they tested with, they probably got like a pretty like, what am I going to say, like what's the word, like a targeted answer, you know what I mean? Like they probably got like a, with that big group of people, they probably got like a clear answer, you know what I mean? Like they saw the
So
results, like,
you see at the end of the last second paragraph right here says I think I found where I'm talking about, just to go to the down and see on the from the last
Are you talking about the article or are you talking about
No, 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 the article.
the article?
Yeah, just I read like he said, but the researchers are quick to point out that more studies need to be carried out. A certain multitasking leads to reduce the gray matter if people, it just they found only like relationship between the gray matter and the multitasking, right? There's only relationship, but it clearly says they quick to point out that more studies need to be carried out to ascertain the multitasking leads so they don't have real answer that gray matter caused by the really by the the multitasking
Hmm.
because they can be born naturally, right? As
Yeah,
well, if people with the small gray matter are more inclined to multitask.
yeah.
So the limitation what I can say here, so we need to write it down.
I have it doc open.
Okay.
So the limitation is that it's not like longitudinal research is what we were saying originally.
No, no,
If
no. It's just quite different, just a second. It's on the paragraph it clearly states right now. Oh. mm, Okay. So we're gonna do just let's point out to the limitation, right? To count
Mhm.
out all the limitations.
Okay.
And don't confuse the research method with the brain imaging tool the scientists used. Okay. We just point out the whole article, not the MRI. Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
And let's count out that.
All right. So
The so it probably shows the multitasking can lead to someone
a limitation was
connection could be there was media multitasking become more prevalent now so the just increasing concern about the impacts in our cognition. So there was the first trivial links between the model and brain structure to check the signals and brain.
I think we could say like a limitation is that the scientists they didn't know if they had low brain matter to begin with, like when they were born or something like that, which is what allowed them to.
I mean, one of the biggest ones we can say they don't have like a real cause, right? The real reason why it's kind of linked. It
Uh-huh.
could be the first limitation. I mean, they don't know. Just it's only association relationship. They don't have the real reason for that. So you can write it down this one as well.
Okay. So they don't have a real reason.
Yeah, they don't have a real reason. I mean, the what's the reason? The multitasking and gray matter between them. So they just found the association,
Oh
like
yeah. They,
relationship between them, right?
they found the correlation between them and
Yeah.
then oh yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying there. I guess I was just thinking about it like I guess it would make sense because you're constantly feeding your brain stuff, so like you have less. But yeah, it wasn't. You're right. They don't have a real reason for the correlation between.
And one of the limitations, like researchers can control, like why, why it's giving such, uh, state, like uh, why it's really happening in this state, the multitasking causing the real less gray matter.
Wait, sorry, say that again. Sorry.
I mean, they don't know why even it's causing,
Oh yeah. And
less gray matter, this multitasking, right?
yeah.
It could be different reasons, like it's more, they could be born like naturally more, right?
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
because he says, even the article says that it's linked to their more naturally, the naturally tend to have more multitask, right?
hmm
So the during life period, lifespan, multitasking cannot kind of uh you know intervene with the natural born multitasking, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah. I think I understand what you're talking about. Like, what you're kind of saying is like, they we well, let me know if I'm wrong, but we're like born when we're born because the census was taken like on the direct time, like in a certain time of their life. We don't know whether or not they were like low gray matter back when they were a little kid, or when they were a little kid they were like,
yes,
yeah,
yes, yeah,
like were given a lot of prod or like a lot of like devices which like had their brain at a young age. I know what you mean. I
yeah,
think I get it.
that's the one. So you just write it down, I guess, three sentences for now. Now we
uh,
need to talk about the strengths also, right?
yeah, the strengths as well. We have 10 minutes left on the Zoom, so we might
Yeah,
have to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
again.
From the strengths part, we can count on the like, it just, they brought it up as an example, more natural habit, the multitasking habit,
Uh-huh.
because
Uh,
just our using multiple devices on social media, like driving, while driving, or lurking on the phone, like, scrolling and listening to music, it's just natural, so they
yeah.
just brought it up and observed it, so it's just one of the
Uh,
strengths.
One of the strengths is it's a very okay, I get it. It's a strength because it was easy, right? It's
Yeah,
an observation.
yeah, it's like in a more observational,
Yeah.
because it's just, they brought it up every daily natural habitat of the people.
hmm I get it. I get it. Most that's very common now. Natural research.
And one more thing as well to count on that, the researcher doesn't have any idea because they don't have a reason. It also in the clear states, you see, I want to explain to you. Here it says, but the researchers are quick to point out that more studies need to be carried out. So they don't know the reason, which means they don't able to know why people do that. Like,
hmm
it just is, uh, uh, not
They
under
can't.
control, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. They can't explain why that correlation is. They
So
can't.
they can explain why people like do the multitask, because they could be more natural born. So it's just not, they cannot control.
Yeah.
It could
I,
be one of the strengths as well.
oh, okay. So it's a pro and a con.
Yes, yes.
Okay. They don't negative correlation.
I guess that's enough for the strengths, right?
Yeah. Between that's so we got two
We-
strengths and we got two what's the other one? I
yeah,
forget.
we got three negatives, two strengths.
Three negatives. What's the other negative? The
I mean,
research was done at a certain point in their lifetime, meaning that we don't know if they had gray matter as a kid. They don't have real reason for correlation between gray matter and multitasking. So what's the third one?
third one. I mean, I can remember really. I just pointed out on the way.
All right.
Just leave it like that.
Yeah. I'll leave it like because we have a lot for this one right here. I can make in a paragraph. You want to go on to number four real quick?
Oh yes, just the 2D, right? We have about how much time?
Yeah,
Two,
like 3
three
minutes.
minutes. Three
Yeah.
minutes. Okay. Based on this research, what can be concluded about the relationship
Between.
between multitasking, brain density, and behavior? So, what we can say, like, I mean, it's my opinion.
Mhm.
The multitasking, brain density, behavior, like, it just there is only relationship between them, right? It's just not
Mhm.
the strong condemn like density between them. It's not that like that. Just associated. They just
Yeah.
associated together, not strong relation related to each other. It
Okay.
doesn't mean like oh gray matter gray area causes like the changes in the gray area causes the changes in the behavior and the multitasking. No, there is no real reason. It does research doesn't state that.
Yeah.
So the from the we can see just really little weaker association. That's it.
So like we can only say that the
They
uh
just they
best.
just associated,
Yeah.
but we don't know reason why.
Yeah. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So we don't find the we don't find that there's a okay a relationship. All right.
So you know what I mean, right?
No, yeah, I know what you mean. So there we don't there's a relationship between multitasking and brain density, but there's no negative or positive. That we just know that there's an association between them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all we know right now. Yeah,
But
no.
they are not related to each other. It doesn't it means just it doesn't once strong like change in it doesn't affect to others, right? Like change in the gray area strongly doesn't affect to the behavior or the multitasking.
Yeah,
It could be natural. So
yeah.
we can write it down like that.
Okay, bet. So.